Do you have a great business idea but don't know where to start? Or do you feel overwhelmed by the steps required to turn it into a reality? This video will discuss what might be holding you back and how to overcome these obstacles to get your greatness out into the universe. So let's get started. The first thing that we need to recognize is that we need to have a clear roadmap. Okay, without clarity, many people feel stuck and overwhelmed and unsure of where to begin. When you have a clear plan, it gives you direction and it reduces your anxiety. It's best to start with something simple, right? A flexible plan rather than aiming for perfection. It's like going someplace you're not sure of without a GPS. You think you can find it, but you can get lost. Another thing is to have this plan well laid out because it will boost your confidence, right? When you can see the path, then you can see how you can achieve your goals. Learning how to break your goals into small, actionable steps, right? That's important. We talk about that a lot. You know, we want to eat the whole elephant at one time, but there's no one that can eat a whole elephant. So you take small pieces, and I'm not telling anybody to go eat an elephant, okay? But the little small pieces that make up the whole. So, an example would be when your GPS tells you to make a right turn in zero point 0.2 miles, okay? If you go straight, you're not going to reach your destination. So you would need to have a solid plan that can move you toward your goals. When you have a clear plan, it removes all the guesswork and it helps you to prioritize your task, which in turn saves you time and effort. So it's best to focus on your high impact activities. And I believe I mentioned that in the video that I did on yesterday, December 23rd, right? So your high impact activities are your customer validation and creating a minimum viable product, your MVP is what can get you into the door as opposed to creating, like I said, this massive thing that you never get off the ground. Then have a step by step checklist to prioritize what to tackle first, right? And although I cannot tell you what to tackle first in your business, I understand business is about generating revenue. So I would highly recommend doing tasks that create revenue first. When we're uncertain, our uncertainty causes fear. But when you have a structured plan, it provides you with the reassurance that you're on the right track. Because you can look at your plan and say, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be going, right? So it helps you to loop back and remember what you're supposed to be doing, right? So you're looking at your plan as if it's a living document that you can edit as necessary. So if you're saying, okay, well, I'm going to do this, this is my plan, and this is the road that I'm going and the path that I'm going down. Remember, there may be things that prevent you from going straight ahead, so you may have to pivot and make that right turn, okay? But that doesn't mean that you're not still going on your path. Oh, I just had to pivot this way, but now I can see that going this way may get me to my goal quicker than if I would have continued to go straight. Or going straight, I may have hit a brick wall and there's nowhere else for me to go, but I have to make a right or a left turn. So maybe if you make that left turn, you may wind up somewhere that you don't want to be. If you make the right turn, it may take you to where you're really looking to go. Okay? When you have a written plan, it serves as a commitment to your goals and helps you to track your progress. Now, a lot of people say, "Oh, you shouldn't write it down," but writing it down, I mean, if you don't write it down, how do you remember what it is? You may remember bits and pieces of it, but sometimes writing it down, you can create details. Okay, you can have it could be more detailed so you can see it and you're like, "Oh, I remember that." Like I just did some purging because, like I said, I like paper, so I write everything down. And I went over some stuff and I'm looking at stuff that I had for 5 years and I'm like, okay, I wrote this down. It made sense 5 years ago, but do I need this now? No, I don't need it anymore. So I started shredding my papers, right? So, one of the ways that I find that's helpful when I'm trying to accomplish a goal is to set deadlines for each step of the plan, right? It's great to have a deadline because that pushes you to do something, right? If you don't have no deadline and you're just like la di da, I'll get it done when I get it done, it may never get done. So you do have to challenge yourself in a sense to create those deadlines so that you can continue to move forward each step of your plan or continue to take a step forward in your plan, right? Journals, digital planners, or accountability partners can also help you keep and stay on track, right? You can check out my Etsy page. I'll leave the link in the description box that I have digital journals and planners that you may find helpful just to keep you clear and focused on your business plan. As a matter of fact, I think I mentioned in the last video that I also have a one-page business plan template that you can just plug in. You answer your questions and it'll help you to get clear, especially going into a new year. If you didn't do well in your business in 2024, start your new year off strong. Get your business plan tight, okay? So that you don't have to worry about, okay, what should I do now? And, should I do this? And, you're looking at everybody else and what they're doing. Oh, maybe I should try that or should I try this? No, you got your plan. So take time to focus on what you want to do, okay? Because we all can't be carbon copies of each other because that way nobody learns. So sometimes you do have to step outside the box and do something different. That's in your business plan, right? That's your unique value proposition. So that's all I really wanted to say. If you celebrate the holidays, I want to wish you a happy holiday. And also, I wanted to say that if you're interested in any of my journals, please go to my Etsy page. It's Beam Them Up shop.etsy.com, and I have all of my journals on sale, $5. This will be on sale until January 1st. So if you really want to get clear and you really want to see where you are with starting your business, then I would definitely recommend you going and checking out some of those products. So if you're interested in a digital journal for $5, that'll help you to progress in your goals and your accomplishments, then I would highly recommend you going over there and getting a copy of one of my journals. So until next time, I'm Monica Renee. Peace and love.